Today, God instructs us to anticipate and seek out my most significant gift. The reason you are experiencing pressure is that you are on the brink of the wilderness experience and the totality of my rule. Continue to pursue it. Continue to persevere. Do not allow yourself to believe that your endeavors are in vain. Even the slightest effort from you can move the tallest mountain when I concentrate on your objectives and commitment to achieving them. Are you cognizant of the fact that you possess the capacity to harbor optimism that alters circumstances? They possess this level of faith as a result of my imparting it to them. The extent of optimism that an individual possesses is contingent upon the magnitude of their challenges. Engage in conversation with the boulder. Refuse to reside in the background of adversity. You cannot predict the future based on your prior failures and difficulties. I possess the capacity to direct your existence and trajectory. I am willing to transfer the land where Jabez flourished to you. Contact me by calling. Pray with the words that come out of your mouth. Extend my territory, Lord, and observe whether I do not respond in a manner that exceeds your expectations. My intentions for you and my commitment to you encompass a fate and favor that are so significant that a religious individual may perceive it as arrogant of me to assert them. May I implore you to place your faith in my goodness. Demonstrate the courage to accept what appears to be unattainable. Your Father informs you, you are prohibited from utilizing all the funds in heaven or charging me for my willingness to provide you with my goodness. Today, God informs me that I am the realization of the most profound aspiration and the most ambitious hope. In addition to fulfilling your desires, I also induce anticipation for the fulfillment of my promises. I do not intend to introduce negative consequences into your life by making fun of you. I refrain from making light of or insulting others. This knowledge will enable you to comprehend that my plan was responsible for the establishment of your most profound aspirations and aspirations. Faith is essential for anticipating positive outcomes, and the objectives and advancements you aspire to were meticulously crafted and positioned by me. Please deliver them to me. Request my assistance. I would like to enhance and clarify. I would like to share with you how the adversary has attempted to transform your objectives into a snare that could potentially capture you. Accept the corrections and explanations that will assist you in fulfilling my promise in your life, and listen to what I have to say. According to the Father, you must maintain your faith. Do not be distracted by the disorder caused by your adversary, which implies that you have no hope or expectation. Remember that the change you have been seeking is only a few steps away when you feel despondent and as though things can't get any better. Do not allow the adversary to deceive you. Destroy the barriers of uncertainty. Do not weep as if you have lost all faith. Forget about being pessimistic and refrain from becoming dubious. Approach me in a manner that is reminiscent of a juvenile. How much more will I give you the things you have begged me for, given that you can give lovely gifts to the kids you care about, despite your meanness? Your opportunity has arrived, as the Father declares, the time has come. The moment you read this, you are rescued, and all of your aspirations and desires are being fulfilled in your life. As of today, God has declared, I am providing you with a double portion. He is expunging the record of the offenses that have been committed against you. The negative consequences that resulted from past mistakes and failings are currently being rectified. The errors of the past do not constrain you. Your life and destiny will not be determined by actions you may have taken in the past that could have been avoided. Permit yourself to be welcomed. Stop criticizing yourself for actions that did not result in the desired outcome. On occasion, you have demonstrated a significant lack of judgment, which has resulted in complications. Regrettably, there were instances in which you disregarded my instruction and the gentle voice that could have alleviated your distress. You are now at liberty. Now, extend your forgiveness to yourself. The Father states, I am aware of your composition. I am aware that you are only human and that you will frequently make errors, stumble, and cause issues as a result of decisions you have made that could have resulted in different actions. Please be assured that I am present to provide you with mercy and liberation, even though your past is serving as a burden. Individuals who inform you that they are unwilling to assist you in resolving the issues you have generated are not sincere. Is there an alternative type? I have arrived at this location with my family. I concur with all of your statements. I am familiar with the path through your jungle, and I will guide you out of the tangle of difficulty. I will guide you out, and it will not involve my voice uttering the phrase, I warned you. This does not reflect my identity or my profession. I will provide you with instruction, direction, and, most significantly, solace until you have attained a state of forgiveness for all of your past transgressions and a reborn life, brimming with joy and happiness that surpass your wildest expectations. This is due to my affection for you and my decision to prioritize your blessings and favors. Before the video continues, please like it and share it with your family. Because my channel is getting low, please share this video, like the video, and donate some dollars as super thanks. God has declared that He is currently in the process of demolishing the enemy's fortifications. Do not be alarmed by the shocks, they are merely eliminating the symbol of mortality. Eliminating only the elements of your life that are unhelpful and do not align with my word. My commitments are fortifying you, fortifying your foundation, and motivating you to pursue a new and fulfilling destiny, thereby realizing the aspirations I instilled in your heart. Under the name Isaiah, I am contacting your mouth. I am extending my hand to assist you and alleviate your distress. We are transmitting the divine command to you. That rule should be reflected in your heart, your remarks, and your conversations. Remain steadfast in your convictions and protect yourself from negative narratives and doubt. When you are tempted to surrender, seek me out in solitude and allow me to lift you by enveloping you in my spirit of authenticity and truth, which will alleviate all of your apprehensions and concerns. Prevent your thoughts from being consumed by worry or dread regarding the future. I am prioritizing you over all other nations in the world today. The Prince of the Air may arrive, however, you must inform him that he will not be secure in your presence. You are imbued with my presence, rendering the enemy powerless, as a result of your prioritization of me and disregard of the deceptions and anxieties of torment. The objective is to deliberately eliminate the stronghold and habits of doubt. Unwillingness to believe is comparable to a poor habit. It is inherent in a materialistic individual and necessitates regulation and attachment to the cross. You are not merely an earthling, you are a divine child with a divine nature that transforms, shapes, and aligns you with my image. The Father states, I am enhancing your magnificence and goodness because you are a reflection of me. No circumstance in your life can impede this process. According to God, this marks the conclusion of all things. Aspirations and aspirations that have significantly influenced your life and have taken you to depths and heights that you never imagined are coming to a close today. I am the deity of abundance. I am the God of abundance, surpassing your expectations or desires. You are prohibited from posing inquiries that I am unable to address. My vows bank account can't become insolvent or overdrawn. Allow your faith to guide you to locations that logic and reason are hesitant to explore. Permit your spirit to envision more ambitious objectives. Request additional resources until you have an adequate amount. In the same manner that I exceeded the expectations of Abraham and Sarah, I will do the same for you. Determine the answer. The father typically instructs his children to ask. It is advisable to ask a multitude of questions. I derive pleasure from surprising you with my kindness, which is why I believe in the unusual, the unexpected, and the odd. Your pleasure will be complete when you inquire with the expectation of receiving a divine response. You can be certain that whatever I say will occur, as you are called in Christ Jesus. I have not summoned you to a lesser fate or a lesser plan. In my eyes, you are both a priest and a monarch. I shall not maltreat you. I will not compel you to remain in denial about the most advantageous and optimal course of action. Allow your faith to guide you throughout your initial voyage. Reject the fabrication of destitution and shame. I became impoverished to facilitate your financial prosperity. I, the ram, am ensnared in the jungle, ensuring that all of your requirements are fulfilled at the most critical moment. Adopt the comprehension of my favor and the acknowledgement of my essence as a compassionate deity who will bring about remarkable and beneficial events in your life, providing you with a comprehensive and profound experience of my love and grace at the exact moment when you require my presence the most. God informs you that you are approaching a period in which His Spirit will reveal your identity. There is no pressure from the adversary, rather, there is the pressure to achieve what you have desired and aspired to through prayer. Pray with the words that come out of your mouth. The task is not inherently detrimental. Acknowledge the difficulty. Rather than attempting to circumvent the issues that require resolution, confront them. According to the Bible, the sole method of entry into the kingdom is to endure significant amounts of pressure or suffering. Pressure is inherently disagreeable, and shaking is detrimental. Nevertheless, only objects that are impervious to shaking will endure, while those that are susceptible to movement will become unstable. Accept the challenge, as it will facilitate the progress and transformation that you have been desiring and pursuing. According to the Father, the kingdom is replete with goodness, joy, and serenity, and it is possible to enter it if one can manage stress. You can be certain that you will depart with a sense of pleasure and be guided in tranquility during this period. Do not allow the adversary to rob you of your joy. Maintain your joy and allow it to guide you. Retain your tranquility, and allow my serenity to serve as a judge in your heart, rendering firm decisions regarding your choices. It is crucial to bear in mind that I have affection for you. My love is the force that propels you, as I have bestowed it upon you. My affection is the determining factor in all that transpires in your vicinity. I will safeguard and ensure your safety because I cherish you. My hand and favor will safeguard you with angelic power when enemies strike, ensuring that not a single hair on your head is harmed. All that you have fervently requested and anticipate will be completed immediately. Before the video continues, please comment, Amen, and please help me by giving me super thanks. Your support means a lot to us. Today, God informs you that He is enhancing your health and strength in preparation for this season. I will assist you in encountering the essence of my Spirit, which will bring you into the present actuality of my provision and saving action. The antagonist has been attempting to rob you of your blessing and make it more difficult for you to maintain it, resulting in a conflict in your life. Nevertheless, the Father asserts, I am fortifying the areas of your life that require it. He is fortifying components that have been subjected to significant stress and have begun to deteriorate. Sometimes, even those who were close to you observed the tension and expressed their desire to assist. However, the Father asserts, I am the hero. I will accomplish what others are either incapable of or unwilling to do. The Father declares, I will establish justice in your life. I will act by God's will at the high judgment bar. A claim has been made by an individual. Despite the accusations made by the accuser, you decline to engage in direct conversation with me. You have demonstrated your willingness and capacity to adapt. When confronted with challenging inquiries and circumstances, you consistently sought my counsel. Your gaze was fixed on the sky, anticipating my arrival, even as you engaged in arguments and disputes. Presently, that moment has arrived. The Father responds, I have received your appeal and have dispatched assistance. Currently, you are experiencing a significant breakthrough and the moment of transformation that you have been anticipating. Advance your foot. According to the Father, you should be the initial individual to complete the task. The Father has stated that the blessings I am sending your way will be present as soon as you begin the process, so do not wait for other individuals to respond to your calling. Today, God declares, I have not designated you for wrath. In my book, I specify that there is not a single day in your life that is designated as reserved for wrath. If you are uncertain about my acceptance of you or whether I may subject you to a difficult test for an unknown reason, how can you approach me as a loving Father? I do not operate in that manner, my dear. Sickness, pain, and misery do not provide me with any satisfaction. Those items do not reflect my true self. I am not merely the deity of love, I am love. I will always be the devoted Father I portrayed in my words, regardless of the circumstances or the outcome. It is feasible to derive solace from this singular, profound reality. Please do not be deceived into believing that I would ever opt for your sadness, suffering, or resignation. I arrive to ensure that you lead a fulfilling existence. This is because those who argue otherwise lack a comprehensive understanding of the actions I took on the cross. Upon his death on the cross, the beloved of heaven was subjected to the full force of God's justice. He endured suffering to spare you from it. For you to be free, healed, and whole, he surrendered and allowed the assailants to inflict harm on him. Allow this truth the fact that Calvary's work has been completed to restore your vision and enable you to recognize me as the presence I am and will always be in your life. Today, God instructs you to ensure that your actions are consistent with a positive course. Avoid all forms of conflict and disagreement. The lives of the individuals in your vicinity will undergo noticeable transformations throughout the day. Some will be addressed by my name, while others are not associated with the promises of Christ. Commit to refrain from inflicting harm on others and to exercise your best judgment in all circumstances. Refrain from engaging in activities that are not beneficial, as they are encouraged by the darkness. If you believe that the manifestations of my spirit are not guiding a conversation or behavior, it is advisable to withdraw. Opt not to establish a connection with a spiritual source that has been tainted by transgression or evil. I have provided you with a source of vital water that will ensure your eternal survival. You are responsible for the well. It is your responsibility to disseminate the rivers of my spirit that pass through you, rather than the storms of anger or separation. Withdraw when there is tension and disagreement. Avoid contributing to the perplexity and conflict that others are exhibiting. Maintain harmony with all individuals, regardless of their religious affiliation, to the greatest extent feasible. If an individual is attempting to incite wrath and discord in your surroundings, simply walk away without speaking and continue on your journey. It is advised that you maintain your composure and refrain from becoming entangled in the chains that others have erected around you. They are beloved. Provide them with an illustration of a heart that is devoid of wrath and strife. If they extend a warm welcome, embrace them. If they prioritize war and ongoing conflict over you, you can be confident that I will ensure your well-being and manage all matters related to you. Today, God informs you that you are profoundly beloved, not merely adored. You are rooted in the love of God, which is intrinsic to you. I love you with the same love that compelled my only Son to endure a gruesome death on the cross. Avoid the notion that I am distant from you in any way. The cross demonstrates the profound, immediate, and passionate love I have for you. While you were ensnared in sin, tarnished by darkness, and isolated from the kingdom, I monitored your every move and devised strategies for your future. I concur with that condition. Accept the full favor of my kingdom, which will liberate you and transform you. You are no longer marked by iniquity, and I can still discern my image in you. Currently, your most critical responsibility is to be the well-liked one. Even though numerous matters may appear urgent and significant, the sole action that will transform and enhance everything is to rest at my feet, a task that is facilitated by the light yoke and weight. Defy the erroneous transfer. Avoid allowing your emotions to impede your progress or ensnare you in a state of profound despondency. Please bear in mind that my kingdom is characterized by tranquility and happiness. Maintain your tranquility. Retain your joy. When you experience weakness, be assured that I am providing you with the strength and energy necessary to endure the most challenging circumstances, love those who are undeserving, and maintain your faith, thereby guaranteeing your success. Today, God informs you that His primary objective is for you to remain healthy and prosper. In addition to your health and survival, I have no other objectives or motivations. I would never cause you to become ill. When contemplating your life or future, poverty is not an option that I consider. I did not select for you to avoid illness or poverty. Eliminate the notion that I am a deity of destitution, illness, or suffering from your mind. To liberate you from all of these issues, I endured considerable discomfort. I will never deprive you of what the cross has taken away. Individuals who advocate for opposing viewpoints are not adequately informed and are proceeding in the incorrect direction. Individuals have consented to a distorted narrative that is inaccurate and fails to accurately represent my identity or the services I have rendered to you. Be mindful of this reality: you have been granted an abundance of life. The prince of this world has the power to harm you and confiscate your possessions if you allow any uncertainty or a different conclusion to arise. That is not your responsibility. Heaven is devoid of illness. My region is devoid of destitution. I have not contacted you to inform you that I am absent. I have urged you to be resilient, secure, and overflowing with pleasure. That should serve as the foundation for your comprehension of my role in your life. Reject the perspective that is derived from outdated and inaccurate religious beliefs. Accept the gospel that I have spoken into your heart and allow it to transform you through its compassion and truth in your daily life. Today, God informs you that you are a servant and a king or queen in His dominion. You are simultaneously a principality and a sovereign body. I have placed you in your life to provide for you and fulfill my word and promise to you, just as Adam and Eve were placed in the garden. Currently, the angels are present in your life to provide assistance, not to cause harm. Initially, the angels were present to assist Adam and Eve, provided that they adhered to my will. The angels with blazing swords awaken and begin to dispel all obstacles that obstruct my plans when you speak. In other words, articulate. Pray with the words that come out of your mouth. Be courageous and enthusiastic when you pray, as the angels are anticipating your words. Your prayers are a delightful gift that is observed in the sky and is attended to by angels as they ascend to my throne. Invest a significant amount of time in prayer. Effective prayer should be implemented. Prayer should be conducted with both the spirit and comprehension. Bring up the riddles and the promises. I desire for you to employ prayer as a divine method to effect change, and it will occur. Pray in a variety of methods, such as intercession and supplication, and you will observe improvements in various aspects of your life. Praying alters spiritual reality and aligns your life with the principle that, as in heaven, so on earth, as I instructed you in my written word. Wishing you a day filled with joy, dear ones. Approach this assignment with enthusiasm, as the fulfillment of your faith-based request is imminent. Today, God declares that the reserves and extravagance of His Majesty provide us with an untapped and unrestrained surplus of gifts. I possess a quantity that is both excessive and prohibitively expensive. It is excessive and exceeds the limit of what is logical from a religious perspective. I am a generous and courageous individual who gives gifts without regard for what is ethical or conventional. It appears that you are receiving preferential treatment and are being prioritized over all other individuals. Personnel employed by the royal family will traverse the abundance and splendor of the infinite. Gold veins, silver mines, and caverns containing precious gems are among the treasures that exist in the earth. However, I have a planning and zoning committee that employs the most exquisite gold for construction and exotic jewels for inlay in my gates. They ensure that even the most modest residence in my kingdom is the most luxurious and extravagant it can be. I derive no satisfaction from being impoverished and devoid of possessions. Being impoverished and leading a life of scarcity will not render one sacred. Rather, my children will possess the resources, the blueprint, and the approach necessary to emerge from destitution and decline. The Father declares, "Remove the constraints that have been placed upon me and leverage the power of my grace and success today, for all that is mine is yours, and I am providing it to you without any conditions." Before the video ends, I request you to help me by doing something super. Thanks. I don't have a house, and I have to make my new house. So please help us. We will be very grateful to you.